What's up, everybody? We got another tier list for you all today. Thank you so much for the support you showed me on the previous one. I appreciate it a lot, guys. Seems like you enjoyed it. We got some interesting comments. This time we're going to be doing Star Wars UCS sets as always. The link to the tier list will be down below. Let's get into it. We're starting off with a bang right away with the UCS Death Star 2. This thing is a grail for many people, including myself. I think this is the one UCS set that I would want to get if I could get it for free. This one's going in a legendary set. I'm sure if LEGO makes a remake of it, it's not going to be as sought after because obviously it's still very old, but nonetheless a great set, and it will remain a legendary set until LEGO makes a remake of it, if they ever do. Next up, we got the UCS ATST. I almost bought this for not a good amount of money. Thank God I didn't, because that would have been a horrible deal. It's a pretty cool set, one of the smaller ones, but it still looks pretty good, and it's actually one of the best, I think, for its time. I feel like it could pass as a set that was designed today, so I'm going to put this one in as a good set. I don't think it's great, but it's something that I would hope to have, especially alongside a UCS AT-AT if we get that. That'd be so sick. Next up, we've got the A-Wing. I really enjoyed this build. I have some heavy bias towards this set because I love A-Wings, but I'm going to recognize that and I'm going to knock it down a tier from what I think it should be in. But the build was great. If you're looking for a cheap UCS set, that's the way to go because it's still a really great build. The minifigure is not the best, but it's a really great build. So that one's going in good set. I wish I could put it in great. Along with that, I think the B-Wing is going to go in good set as well, because I think it's only fair that all of those Rebel Starfighters go into good set because they're all pretty much the same. Of course, with exception to the older versions of those models. Alright, next up we got Darth Maul bust. Some people say this is terrifying, but you're honestly a wimp if you are genuinely scared of this or think this is menacing. It looks really blocky. I don't have it in person, so I don't know what it's going to look like in person, but I can't imagine it's that great. Personally, I think it's super overhyped. If I ever do get it in person, I have a feeling I'm going to not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So I think this one is going to go into great set. I won't put it in legendary set, but it's going to be a great set. I know I just said a lot of negative things about it, but it's still good. I wish I had it. Next up, we got the 2008 Death Star, and I mean, need I say more? Alright, next up we got the 2016 Death Star. I have that set, and it's a great build. I'm sure they made a lot better techniques on this and made it a lot less fragile than the old one. But that $100 markup for very little outcome, I can't really put it alongside the original version, so I think this is going to go in great set. Next up, we've got the Endor Treehouse Bundle Kit, whatever it's called. This one's kind of cool. It's obviously MBS. It should have been under MBS. I'm just going to put it not a UCS set. It's a good set. It's not a UCS set. Next up, we've got the 2007 Millennium Falcon, and alongside with the 2008 Death Star, this thing is just a grail for a lot of people, right? I mean, it was the most expensive set at the time. Everybody wanted it. It was $500, no one could get it. Such a great set. That's going in legendary. Next up, we got Grievous. It's cool. I think it's unique, and I really like the uniqueness of it, but unlike anything else we've ever seen, I think it was just something that they tried. It didn't turn out very well, so I'm going to throw this one in bad set. It's not going to be in the absolute worst tier. Next up, we've got Hoth. It's just not a UCS set, in my opinion. It's obviously MBS. It's not super accurate, which is fine, but I really enjoyed the build. I think the set is good, but it's not a UCS set. Next up, we've got the Imperial Shuttle. I mean, it goes in a legendary set. Everybody wants it. It's beautiful. My buddy Coconut's building it, and it looks phenomenal. It makes me want to buy it, but the price it's killing me, man. It's really killing me. Next up, we got the Naboo Starfighter, and that chrome just looks beautiful. LEGO will never do that any again because of the environment. I don't know why we really care about that. But nonetheless, a great set. Stupid expensive. This is going in great set. It's not going to... I mean, you can't compare it to any of the legendary sets, but it's still a great set. Next up, we got Obi-Wan Starfighter. I think the build is great. It's sad it doesn't come with any minifigures, but my first UCS set, I don't care what you guys think. This is a great set for the price as well. It's still stupid cheap to get, so that's a great set. Next up, we got the UCS R2-D2, and I thoroughly hate these buildable figure things as UCS sets. I'm pissed that we're getting another one of these. This is going in just no. I'm not a fan. Next up, we've got the UCS Sandcrawler. I think this just goes right along in good set. I think there are these early 2010 sets are good sets, but they're not, you know, phenomenal sets. They're good. They're good. Next up, we got the UCS Slave One, and I think it would be wrong for me to not put it in Legendary. Comes with great minifigures, and the build looks phenomenal. SW has this set. A lot of people have this set. I don't have this set. Still goes for a good price, but it's going to shoot up with the Book of Boba Fett, so you guys better get your hands on it. Next up, we got the first iteration of the UCS Snowspeeder, I think this is a just no. I would put it in outdated, but I don't think the Snowspeeder itself is a particularly phenomenal build. I'm not really into it. It's a cool set. The angles are all wrong. You know me, I need my curves. It's going in just no. And the new one, I think I'm going to be putting it in a good set as well. This is like the 2010 sets. They're good sets, right? But I don't have any justification to put them any higher. Next up, we got the first iteration of the Imperial Star Destroyer. This is just outdated. There's a newer, better version. It's going in outdated. Still a good set, just outdated. It'll only be fair to do the new Imperial Star Destroyer now. I have this set. Very fortunate to have this set. It was a great build. Some of it was tedious, but I really enjoyed it. I would never build it again. Coconut's a madman for that one. But it's great. I love it. I sleep next to it. Don't ask questions. This one's going in great set. Can't put it in Legendary. I would like to, but great set. Next up, we got the new UCS Falcon, and this just goes alongside the other one. It's upgraded. It's the Millennium Falcon. It's an epic ship. I mean, you can't really put it anywhere other than Legendary, can you? Obviously, it's better than the old UCS Falcon, but the reason why it's at the same level is because technically, and I hate to say this, technically it is the first sequel trilogy UCS set, because there is a way to make it a sequel trilogy Millennium Falcon. That hurts me inside. Next up, we got the Super Star Destroyer. It's the Imperial Star Destroyer, but super. I would put it in Legendary, but I have another problem with this thing. Unlike the new Imperial Star Destroyer, they did nothing with the bottom. They didn't even give it any curve. Some great figures in there, though, so that brings it up from good set. Great set. I wish, it's a UCS set, guys. I wish they just made it to have the angles at the bottom, too. I'll show a picture of what it looks like on the bottom. It's just lazy. It's lazy. It's really disappointing. Next up, we got the UCS Tantive. It's outdated. Not saying that there is a new UCS Tantive. That's not true. But I don't think you really need a massive Tantive. I'm going to put this one in bad set, outdated set. I think more on the bad set side. It's old, and I think the new Tantive is completely fine, although it is sold out now, so sucks to suck, I guess. Next up, we've got the Darth Vader's TIE. This needs to be remade. It's outdated. Next up, we've got the TIE Interceptor. Needs to be remade, outdated. Next up, we just got the plain old TIE Fighter out of this set. Brutal build in my opinion, because you got those massive wings on the side, but it's still a great set. I love it. The figure is good, and you can actually swoosh it around. I'm still a child. Alright, that one's going in good set. Next up, again, outdated, that old X-Wing. Looks like somebody just took the new X-Wing, turned up the saturation, called it a day. They used vibrant colors on it to make it not look very accurate, so not a fan of that. 2013 X-Wing, good set. Goes along with all the other fighters. The old Y-Wing, it's outdated. New Y-Wing, good set. And finally, Yoda. I mean, this was just blown out of the park by the new Yoda. I think this one looks terrible. This is just going in a just no. I will never buy that UCS set. Well, anyways, guys, this is my list. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to do your own list, the link to this will be down in the description below. I did some editing to the format, but you can figure that out. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I might add more to this UCS list as time goes on, especially with more sets coming out like the UCS AT-AT. I have a feeling that's going to be an instant classic. As well as the UCS R2-D2. I wonder where that one will go. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and if you haven't subbed already, please do so. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you all later. Bye.